Hi everybody. Um, I'm probably not gonna have any sabers to reveal or compare or review for a few days. Thursday, if all goes well, I'll be receiving my birthday present that I bought for myself. I should be getting a Chrome Prodigal Son, Saberforge Prodigal Son.
Saberforge Crimson.
So, based on that knowledge, I just basically have a few questions for people. Now, I have a philosophy regarding handling a saber, and I see a lot of videos from people who are far better at, supposedly far better at wielding a saber than I am. They do a lot of fancy tricks, a lot of hand changes, a lot of really weird techniques that involve having the saber roll over their shoulder, and they'll catch it in their opposite hand, or they'll throw it up in the air and they'll grab it and it'll be facing the other way, and they'll do a, kind of this sort of thing, and then just having the saber leave their hand and um, take it upon themselves to hopefully be coordinated enough to catch the thing. And 9 times out of 10, when these videos are posted, the comment is essentially, "How many drops do you think I made when I perfected this technique?" And I would have to assume quite a few. Now, the point of what I'm saying is, this is sort of something that's always, I don't know, seemed kind of odd to me. I know it looks good, it's pretty cool, but even in the movies, the Jedi don't do this kind of stuff. Yes, they do the spins, they do the orbits, they do a lot of things, and in the context of the movie, that all has quite a bit of purposeful value to it. And I mean, when you're fighting robots or Sith lords or whatever, when you're fighting Jango Fett or a Sarlacc or whatever, um, you never see the saber really leave someone's hand. And one of the things about swordsmanship, for me, based on my meager experience wielding katanas and the like, you don't really ever let the sword leave your hand. Any good swordsman will hold their sword, because this is your life. To lose your sword in combat would more than likely mean you won't survive. So I subscribe to this philosophy as far as swordsmanship goes, even with lightsabers, because the reason why I really adopted this hobby was because of its kinship to Iedo, which is the Japanese art of drawing, and cutting, sheathing a sword, and switching hands, throwing the saber up in the air, having it roll on your back. That's not really very conducive to continued survival as a Jedi warrior or a Sith. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to find out what everyone's opinion was on that. I mean, it looks cool, but do you, when you're wielding your saber, do you strive to throw your saber up in the air and hopefully catch it with the same hand, go in the opposite direction, when you can do this, and you can you can do stuff like this, of course. I mean, that's about as adventurous as I get. So, I'm just kind of wondering about the opinions. Do you think it's ludicrous that people do this? Does it always seem odd to you? I mean, albeit cool? Or do you feel that it's kind of reckless? I'm in the school of a traditionalist, and I feel that it's reckless. And if I'm going to be in combat, which I mean, obviously these are toys, and well, sorry, I didn't mean to use the word toys. They're props, they're replicas, and we do this for fun, and we're not going to be engaging in battle. So I guess all bets are off. But I don't know. I just don't see the practicality of learning or practicing any of that. Anyway, so I welcome your opinions regarding this. I'm sorry I'm moving around so much, but it's just sort of I'm just in a pacing mood, I guess. The other thing is, I'm kind of on the fence about ordering a stalwart, but the only thing is, there's only I think 3 colors for the stalwart. There's the blood orange. There's there's white, and there's light blue. I've been considering buying a blood orange because that's the last of the Gen 3 sabers that I need. I have all the others on order. And I was kind of going to hold out for purple because it has the 2 LEDs. And by the way, just want to say I went back and I rewatched the Saberforge videos regarding the Gen 3s. And at no point in the 2 videos that I saw that I could find that were available did they even mention the LED colors or the fonts or anything as far as like what comes with what. So if anybody has a direct link to the video that does explain this, please put the URL in a comment, because that would be extremely helpful, because I can't find one. And I get a lot of questions from a lot of people asking me about the colors, and I just simply don't know, because right now I only have my Ranger with a white blade, and I have my Defender, which I love this saber. This is so comfy. In case you can't tell, it just flows. It flows. It flows. I really love this thing. And they both have the crimson font. So you got red blade, white blade, crimson font. So I have no idea. I have multiple sabers coming. And at that point, I'll probably have more of a sense of what comes with what, and I'll report back to you guys. But anyway, so my question is, should I should I go ahead and bite the bullet and get a stalwart with a blood orange blade? That's not really a question. I just kind of maybe want affirmation, because I've got a Gen 3 with a white blade. I've got a Gen 3 with a light blue coming. All right. And I'm not convinced that after this initial run of these sabers has gone its course, that they're going to be readily available for some time, because I mean it was probably like 6 months to a year before they came out with the Gen 3s after the Youngling saber line, and I don't really think I want to wait that long. I think I've kind of made my decision. Thanks. I might just go ahead and order one of those tonight and be done with it, because the blood orange does look pretty cool, and I'm starting to get into orange blades. Yeah. So what else is there? I think I had one more thing I wanted to bring up, but I'm not too sure that I will remember it. So I'm probably gonna leave the video at this. I hope you guys didn't mind me kind of rambling on about a few things that I had on my mind, and pacing and swinging this thing around mostly off. It's so bright. Gosh. This thing's a delight. By the way, you've probably already noticed, but if the batteries start going low on these things, expect a show. I was swinging this thing around the other night. I swear I could have been only at 50%. and it started triggering the flash on clash, and all kinds of effects just kind of started randomly kicking off, and it was pretty interesting to behold. I mean, you can mute the sounds and kind of bypass that, but then the blade still flashes and whatnot. It's these things are really I don't know. I get the feeling that there's sort of maybe haven't been field tested quite as much as Saberforge wanted us to believe, but nonetheless. Oh, and I just thought of what I was thinking about regarding these sabers. I think maybe the next generation sabers, what I would suggest Saberforge do. Uh, these things, they're all plug and play. You can take this thing fully apart and you can swap out the LEDs and the soundboards and everything. So it seems like it's a pretty simple matter to sort of customize this with whatever font someone might want, as well as the LED. So my suggestion to Saberforge is make it so that people can actually select what font they want. I mean, we all expect a single font, but why can't you get like a stalwart with Viridian and and the dark blue blade? It just seems that they should have the fonts available for selection, like they do with maybe what they do with the Champion Edition. That would seem the next logical step. Other than that, I wouldn't really change too much. I would expect that they're probably going to add a couple models, and then we'll see what they come up with. But that seems like a logical thing for them to do. Anyway, that ends my discussion here. I hope you like the visual candy I've been showing this Defender like through this whole video, and hopefully that hasn't been too boring for you. Hasn't been boring for me because this thing is so comfy. Even with the relatively sharp edges, doesn't bother me. I haven't gotten injured a single time. At any rate, I'm gonna stop this video here, and hope everyone has a wonderful evening. I probably won't see you again with another video for several days, and for that I apologize, but then the kid gloves will come off and I'll start doing some more reviews, reveals, and blabbity blues and thingies and the boingers and the whatchamahoozits. So expect more wonderful things to come, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week, because you guys are all epic and you deserve to have a wonderful week. Okay, I'll see you all later. Bye.